everyone, Loremaster of Sotek here, and today's the day. Omens of Destruction has finally dropped its trailer, so I'm going to be diving in to watch this alongside the rest of y'all, and I'm really excited. Obviously, we know a lot more about this DLC than we have known about prior DLCs, in that Creative Assembly has walked us through a lot of the development cycle for Omens of Destruction, with showing us Skull Taker and Golgvag and Gorbat Ironclaw and all of that stuff, but we still have yet to know all of the units and also know some other random things. So let's see what they've got to showcase for us, and let's hop into it. Alright, we're just going straight into the fighting. Is that Karl Franz? It is! And he has a shield. Oh, Skull Taker looks so good! Golgvag. He's just surrounded. Uh-oh, Lord! Franz, what are you doing? I like Gorbat's voice. Oh, Snagla! Snagla looks fantastic! Oh, Megler Squigs! Wow, those animations are wild.
These skulls are mine.
I like.
My power grows.
Okay, I like that we're getting all the voice actors.
His tributes, but the worthy are mine to reap.
Slaughter Brute. Oh, it's Alberic. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's a sick shot.
Kill it here. If you're after gold, glory, or exotic meat.
Exotic meat! And pigback Noblars. Nice. Oh, Colossal Squig! Oh my god, Alberic just fucking died? Oh my god. Okay, so so I think cannot. Did they just fucking kill Alberic de Bordelot? Is Alberic fucking dead? Are we gonna load into the game and there's just one less legendary lord because Alberic is deceased? Oh my! I can't believe they killed a legendary lord as part of a trailer. That has never happened before. He just fucking died. Alberic, no! Oh god, Alberic! Hey, okay, so maybe the real walkaway for this should be that this is Creative Assembly secretly announcing that Alberic de Bordelot is finally gonna get a unique face and a unique voice actor, because he doesn't actually have those. He has a generic face and a generic voice actor. So maybe this is them finally, stealthily saying that Alberic's gonna get an update in a future patch. Maybe we can hope. Okay, so great trailer, super duper fun. I like that they revealed all the voice actors. I think that's a clever way to kind of showcase the trailer. I'm not gonna worry too much about breaking it down until after we go through the Steam pages and everything. So let's go ahead and hop straight over to those. Though we'll start with the article. So we have the article here from Creative Assembly. It says, "Oi, gits! Time has finally arrived for us to reveal that Total War Warhammer 3's next DLC, Omens of Destruction, a showdown of demons, delinquents, and detestables, featuring Khorne, Ogre Kingdoms, and Orcs and Goblins, arrives on the 12th of December. Okay, so, wow, that is really fast. That's like 2.5 weeks? Not even. It's actually less than that, so it's 14 days. That is a very fast cycle. This will land alongside Update 6.0, which includes a lot of free updates and yada yada. Cool. Once again, you have the option of purchasing as a complete bundle or as individual character packs. Hell yeah. Embark on campaigns of hero slaying, mercenary conflict, and brutal tactics in the Omens of Destruction, along with the following things. So we have Skull Taker, the hero slayer. God, he looks so good. Like, awesome. Of the three, I think he looks the best. I don't think he's who I'm gonna play first. I've got like that ogre. I've got that ogre in me, but he looks fantastic. Let's see, Khorne's immortal champion and the greatest of all bloodletters, Skull Taker's ever seeking worthy skulls for his master. Scanning the battlefield for the enemy's greatest champions, he bellows his challenge for moving in to end yet another storied life. Campaign features the Cloak of Skulls. Skull Taker must seek out defeat powerful enemy lords across the heroic pantheon of the Warhammer world. With each skull added to his cloak, powerful new abilities and traits can be earned and upgraded. Okay, awesome. So he's gonna be a. It's all about Skull Taker. Like, Skull Taker is gonna be your hero hammer type campaign, which is cool. I'm really curious how they're gonna separate Skull Taker from Arbol from Scarbrand, but we'll see. Battle playstyle: Force of Demonic Destruction. Skull Taker excels in hunting down dueling enemy lords before cleaving through ranks of troops with his two-handed Slayer sword. His Cloak of Skulls passive ability grants increasing spell resistance and ward saves from the more he kills. Well, that sounds great. New units from the Blood God's domain enter the fray, including 2 legendary heroes, Scar Bloodwrath and Sila Anfengrim, followed by a host of acolytes, including the Blood Speaker Lord, the Slaughter Brute, Blood Beast, okay, Wrathmonger, Skull Reaper. Okay, so we were right about the Wrathmongers and Skull Reapers, and Khorne Gores, yay! Interesting, Khorne Blood Beasts. That's an interesting choice. I thought it was going to be the chariot, the Juggernaut chariot. That's actually really interesting, because the I'm curious how they're going to do that, because for those that don't know, back in the older editions, not like crazy old, but like 6th edition, when you would take a chaos spawn and you gave it a mark of chaos, it got some new special rules, but they also like technically got a new name. Even though it was still a chaos spawn, it was basically the same. It just had like 1 or 2 special rules added to it, and it was a little more expensive. But they gave them unique names. So if you had a chaos spawn and you gave it the mark of Khorne, it became a blood beast of Khorne. So it was basically just a chaos spawn of Khorne. Now, that stopped being the case in later editions, where it was just, oh, these are chaos spawn with the mark of Khorne, and that was it. They stopped using the like special name. But it seems that Creative Assemblies basically use this as a scenario to kind of like create that, where it's like, oh, well, now you can have Blood Beast in addition to chaos spawn with the mark of Khorne. I'm curious. I honestly, I would love if for the Warriors of Khorne Chaos faction, if they could upgrade their Chaos spawn into Blood Beasts, just like I'm really hoping they can evolve Chosen into Wrathmongers and Skull Reapers. But we'll have to see. Gorbad Ironclaw. Look at the colossal squig. It's so big. It's a big squig. It's a big old squig. One of the most infamous of all orc war bosses, Gorbad Ironclaw knows but one language, and that is war. Unique amongst his race due to his rare mix of brain and brawn, he has become an inspiration amongst his kind for invasions done proper. Campaign feature is the plan. A tenacious tactician, Gorbad must experiment with unique battle strategies for his armies to employ, granting a deadly mixture of exotic battle bonuses and army compositions that can overcome any challengers. That sounds really cool. I don't know exactly what that means, but that sounds very cool. I'm curious what if it actually relies on army comp. That's going to be a very cool mechanic. Battle playstyle: riding into battle atop his fierce warboar Narla, Gorbad penetrates the enemy lines with devastating charges before engaging in close combat with his mighty axe Morglor the Mangler. His The Great Leader ability, which activates when troops are in his vicinity, grants increased melee attack and melee defense. Awesome. So he's going to be giving melee attack and melee defense to nearby troops. So he's going to be awesome. Like a great support character in addition to a beat stick. New units. The new units are Snagla Grobspit, legendary hero. Savage Orc Great Shaman's the new lord. Night Goblin Big Boss is a new hero. Black Orc with Axe and Shield. Mangler Squigs, Colossal Squig. Arachnarok with Flinger and Bolt Thrower. Oh, nice! Bolt Throwers. Yay! Golgag Maneater, the Mercenary. One of the most successful ogre mercenaries of all time, Golgag Maneater forged a reputation for the ogres as fearsome killers for hire long before they became a relatively common sight in the mercenary armies around the world. Oh, look at the Khorne Gores! Oh, look at the Khorne Gores! They look so good. You can see the the Skull Reapers as well, with their like flesh blades and all their mutations. Like you see, this guy's got like a big set of horns. This guy's got spikes coming out of his head. Look at the Corngors though; they look so good. Actually, I think those might be Wrathmongers. These guys over here, because they have a different armor thing going on, where like their chest is exposed and they got the corn brand and then the big horns. I think those are Wrathmongers there, and then the Skull Reapers you can see over here have the flesh weapons. The Corngors look super good though. They got like the heavy chainmail, they got the ram horns, and they got big old two-handed weapons. I wonder how they're going to differentiate them from Pestigors if they're great weapons. They could be halberds, though, which would be a little weird, but because you wouldn't necessarily think halberds for corn, but, we'll see what happens. Goldfag looks fantastic. He looks great. Campaign feature. Everking delays his pocket with gold. Goldfag helps clients throughout the Warhammer world settle their warring disputes by taking on all wars they're involved in and conducting hostile actions against their enemies for handsome rewards. I am so excited for the Goldfag campaign. So excited. Playstyle, an anti-infantry blender, Goldfag tears through hordes of infantry with the aid of barbaric weaponry. His globe-trotting nature also gives him access to a variety of exotic abilities, such as Deadeye, which allows him to take a powerful shot from his pistol, causing huge damage. Yeah! So, I can reveal a fun fact to y'all that I campaigned very, very hard for Goldfag's pistol not to just be for show, for him to actually use it, and the devs were like, alright, here you go, Sotek. Here's your stupid pistol. Now shut up and leave us alone. Units. Bragg the Gutsman is your new legendary hero. Awesome. Excellent. Along with the Ogre Paymaster, the Bruiser, Goldfag's Man-Eaters, Pickback Riders, Blood Vultures, Yetis, and Thundertusks. Goldfag's Man-Eaters. That's super interesting. So, okay. I mean, yeah, sure. Sure. So they're like Bugman's Rangers, right? They're like Bugman's Rangers, where it's kind of like an established characters unit, but it's still a generic unit. So we have Bugman's Rangers, and now we have Goldfag's Man-Eaters. So I assume they're just going to be very high tier Man-Eaters. I'm curious what they're going to look like. And then Arbol! Oh my god, he looks sick! Arbol, what's really fun about Arbol is that he kind of has, he has a very, classic appearance. And what I mean by that is it's not super over the top. It's not crazy exotically unique. It's kind of down to earth and grounded by kind of what we tend to see standards. It's not that much bonkers. Because Arbol is old. He dates back to a pretty old book, The Champions of Chaos, and he never got updated after that. He gets mentioned in some, little snippets from time to time, but he never got a new mini or art or anything, so what art there is of him is very old. But he looks great. I love the giant fucking Fleshhound with the huge, frill. The Fleshhound looks fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to see him. This is Total War Warhammer's official 100th Legendary Lord, Arbol the Undefeated. Fantastic. Alongside this, we'll receive updates for Ogre Kingdoms, Khorne, and Orcs and Goblins, plus a bunch of adjustments and bug fixes. Hell the fuck yeah. Alright, let's top into the Steam pages. So we've got Gorbed Ironclaw with Omens of Destruction. We got some screenshots here. Oh, it's the Forge World Colossal Squig. Yay! Okay, I wasn't sure if they were going to do the Forge World model. Normally they're pretty good about that, but the Forge World model is really fun because it's got the 6 eyeballs and it's got a very unique appearance for a squig. So, hell yeah, very, very excited for the Colossal Squig. And then we already saw this one, and oh, look at Snagla. He looks so good. Oh, Snagla looks so good. Wow, he's actually the first full-on forest goblin we've gotten in the game. All the other goblins we have in game are kind of just regular-ish goblins. The Spider Riders. Never mind, I'm stupid. But first, forest goblin character that's just pure dedicated forest goblin. He looks fantastic. I will say, this is a very interesting DLC to me, especially the Orc and Goblin side, because it's an interesting mix. Instead of being purely themed into one of the subspecies, it's a pretty notable mix where it's 2 squig units, 2 forest goblin units, a Savage Orc Lord, a Night Goblin Hero, and then a regular Goblin War Machine with an Orc Legendary Lord. Like, it's a pretty wild mix of things. I still feel very, very strongly that they could do one last Greenskin DLC, but I don't think now is the time for that. That's something we'll talk about in the coming weeks. All right, so does this talk about anything else new? Nope, we already saw this. I think it's just the new screenshots. There's 3 regiments of renown. Other than that, okay, we've already seen all this. Okay, cool. So, awesome, great, very excited. If we go on, oh my, look at Bragg! He looks so happy! He looks, oh shit, there's the Blood Beast. There's the Blood Beast. Okay, interesting. That is not what I would have thought of. It's like a big monkey. So it's, okay, so it's basically a miniaturized Scylla Anfengrim, is what I'm gathering. So I'm assuming it's a unit. It's probably going to be like your Chaos Spawn, but it's going to have like a different role to play. It'll probably be like way faster. But it's basically miniature Scyllas, which is cool. I think that works great for a unit idea. Awesome, great. It's much more unique looking than I was expecting. Oh man, I've been watching after watching Arcane, I look at this and I'm like, oh, I kind of see Warwick, and then it makes me sad. Then I just get sad. And then here we got this screenshot from earlier. You can see the Yetis in the background. The Corn Gores look absolutely fantastic. Wait, did I skip one? Oh yes, I did. Oh, the Thunder Tusk! And you can see the Yetis here. And oh, look, you can see Goldfag's Maneaters back there, because you can see there's. Yeah, I think that's them, because they're all wearing capes, which I don't know about an ogre unit that wears capes. I mean, it could be a Regiment of Renown, it could be a Regiment of Renown Maneater unit, but we'll have to see. We'll see if we can find in some other screenshots. But the Thunder Tusk looks magnificent. Look how big that fucking thing is. Great, good, great, awesome. Okay, so here, once again, they just repeat everything we already saw. Cool. And then if we go over to Khorne. Oh, there he is! Scylla! Oh, he's just... that peasant. That peasant's having a really bad day. Awesome. Big, angry monkey. So you can see how the Blood Beast is just like a smaller version. And probably a unit. As opposed to Scylla being like the big one. Big, angry monkey. And then here we've got the Slaughter Brute just going absolutely ham. On a bunch of Bretonnians or Kislevites. Sorry, forgive me, Kislevites. I didn't mean to mess that up. All right, so if we pop back over to the trailer, we can use the magic of YouTube to figure out some stuff by doing frame movements. So I will say this trailer's interesting. As far as like the narrative and the cinematic, it's not my favorite. I will say that I do think it's a downgrade from Thrones of Decay and Shadows of Change, because I felt those did a better job of kind of like explaining a story about each of the characters. Like Thrones of Decay, I think was S tier, where we got to see, you could see all of the legendary heroes, you could see all the legendary lords. And you can see quite a few of the new units like being super badass and stuff, and they were all kind of fighting each other. I think if I had, not that I would ever be in this position, but if I had been in the position of like directing this trailer, I think it would have been better to have a story of like Gorbad attacking somewhere, and like because of the bloodshed, like the demons of Khorne come pouring out, and like Goldfag has been hired to protect that place. So I think it would have been more interesting if it was like Gorbad's trying to get to Karl Franz, and Karl Franz has paid Goldfag. So Goldfag comes like charging out and is protecting the Empire army from the Greenskins because they were paid. And then you have like Skulltaker showing up and being all dramatic and stuff. Like it's a good trailer. I think revealing the voice actors was really fun, because that's something they normally don't do, is let us hear all the character voices. So that's fine. But it's not my favorite. I will say that. But here we have this one unit of Reichsguard, or like, this is so silly. It's a big old squad of Reichsguard going up against like an entire greenskin army. Like, what are they doing? Guys. Okay, so here we've got... Who the hell is this? Okay, so there's no new generic orc unit, but these are definitely not normal orcs. So this has to be a Regiment of Renown. I don't know who it is, but they're orcs wearing like leather and chainmail. It could be... See, what are they wielding? They're wielding, looks like axes and blades? Do we get another shot at them? Looks like they're dual wielding. They got like goofy little hats on. So they're dual wielding orc infantry with armor and like hats. They look familiar though. Hold on a second. I'm doing some Google foo. Very quick. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's Ruglug's Armored Orcs. I'm pretty sure, because they've got the same black armor and they got the same, like, goofy hats. So that could be Ruglugs. I'm surprised they don't have their crossbows, though. If they're Ruglugs, they should have crossbows. But maybe they're just not using them in this footage. But that's definitely a Regiment of Renown. That's 100% a Regiment of Renown. I think it's Ruglugs, but I could be wrong. But it looks like Ruglugs, and that would make sense. That would be a cool unit. But here we can see Snagless Spider looks absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, look at the web flinger! Look at the web flinger of Ragnarok back here. Oh, go back. Go back. Look at that color! It's like an ice spider. But look, you can see the catapult right here, and it's got like the big bundle of webs. Oh, it looks sick! I love that blue coloring. Oh, the spider armies I'm going to be able to make are going to be so fucking sick. Because you're going to have, with the Lava Arachnorok, you can now have 3 types of Arachnaroks in addition to the Shaman Lord Arachnarok. Then you can have Snagla as like your sexy legendary hero, and then just all the Spider Riders. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I also love how much bigger Snagla's spider is compared to the others. Like, his spider is way bigger than the regular giant spiders. Like, that's a gigantic spider, which is actually a nice upgrade for Snagla. I've seen this talked about a lot, and it's just because most people on the internet didn't actually play the tabletop game. But Snagla Grobspit never rode a gigantic spider according to the rules. He always rode a giant spider because he was meant to just be inserted into a unit of your giant spider riders. When the End Times came out, he actually got his first ever piece of artwork. But in his piece of artwork, the artist just kind of put him on a gigantic spider, even though even in the End Times, his rules were that you had to run him on a giant spider. So he was in this weird situation where his artwork showed him with a different mount than what he was actually allowed to take, which is super cool. Oh, here you can actually see a way better view of the Arachnarok. Look how that thing is sexy. That is a sexy looking spider right there. I love that. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Super excited about that. The spider looks amazing. I'm glad he's on a gigantic spider. Knowing CA, they're not gonna do it yet, but I really, really hope this means that we'll get gigantic spider mounts for goblin big bosses. And I also really hope that we'll eventually get gigantic spider riders as a unit. That would make me very happy. All right. So we got the Mangler Squigs that look absolutely incredible. They look so good. It's interesting. They don't look quite like their Age of Sigmar version, but they're pretty different from the Warhammer Fantasy version. The Warhammer Fantasy version, they didn't really have tails. They were just kind of like these really ugly looking balls. Whereas the Age of Sigmar versions are significantly larger. So this is kind of like an interesting hybridized version. The fact that they have night goblins hanging onto them is hysterical to me. Like, their animation is so chaotic.
These skulls are mine.
Actually,
Till my power grows.
I really like Skulltaker's voice.
Have his tributes, but the worthy are mine.
Okay, we got Slaughter Brute. All right, let's slow things down here because there's like a lot of scene transitions. Okay, there's nothing new here. Oh, oh, look at the Skull Reapers. All right, so you can see the Skull Reapers. They've got so they're dual wielding. So we got dual wielding Skull Reapers. Skull Reapers at tabletop, they counted as having the same weapons, basically no matter what you gave them. But you could the models could have 2 weapons or a great weapon, but it was functionally the same. They didn't really have like that different of rules or anything. Because you mix them. Like you wouldn't have like a unit of great weapon Skull Reapers and a unit of double hand weapon Skull Reapers. You would just have Skull Reapers, but they would wield different weapons, if memory serves. But they look fantastic. Look, you can see his fucking bones. You can see that the flesh around his jaw has like peeled away, so you can actually see his chin and his teeth sticking out. That's super fucking gross, and I love it. I love that their weapons have like flesh mutations. Those look super good. You can see this guy here is just like running with his weapons in the air, just like ah. There's another one right here you can see, so they look super good. Yeah, here you could get actually like a really good view of this Skull Reaper. So you can see they got the dual weapons, they got the nasty ass mutations. Some kind of got little back banners. They look good. They look good. Then here we've got Scylla Amphangrim throwing that peasant. just throwing his ass on the ground. I throw it on the ground. All right. And then we got the Corngors. Oh, look at the Corngors. They look so good. Oh wow, they look almost exactly like their White Dwarf magazine. Because they got the like some of them got the goofy ass like corn symbols stamped on their heads, like a big. It's like a goofy little helmet adornment. They look so good. I love their armor. I love how much armor they're wearing, because that makes them really stand out. Okay, so we got the Corngors charging forward, and then oh, it's Scar Bloodwrath! There he is. Yeah, wow, he is fucking huge. Oh, there's Arbol on foot. Yeah, it's Arbol. So we got Arbol the Undefeated right here. You see his big goofy horns, and he's got his giant one-handed axe cutting that dude down. And then Scar Bloodwrath. God damn, he is a big boy. Okay, so they're both here. Awesome. I totally missed these two the first time I was watching this through. So they both look absolutely fantastic. Man, they are some big boys. Man, Scar's got or Arbol, that man loves his plate armor. That dude is armored up. He's like, look at these dumbasses all out here with like all their chests bared, or like Valkia's not wearing a helmet, and he's like, nah, fam. I am head to toe, sir. Okay, so awesome. We got to see both of them. And then somebody's about to get squished. Oh my god. Jesus. That poor Pegasus just splat. Just get absolutely annihilated. Let's see. Then we got Juggernauts. Yeah, because so for those that don't know, both Skulltaker and Gorbad have mounts, which Gorbad has Gnarla the pig that we saw earlier. But Skulltaker actually has Kultirin, which is his Juggernaut mount. And then Alberic just looking like a fucking badass here, even though he has a super generic face. If they could just give me a unique face, give me a unique voice actor, I would be the happiest girl at Christmas. I would be overjoyed. Okay, so that's Skulltaker talking shop.
Make a killing here. If you're after gold.
I will say, if they actually start in the places they showed them, so like Gorbad near the Southern Empire, which would be kind of weird. I would prefer Gorbad in Cathay, but I understand right now that with Wurzag moving to the Southlands, that means no one's in the Badlands. So like I could see Gorbad being in like Iron Rock because Gorbad made Iron Rock. He literally created it. So I could see him starting there. I think Skulltaker we saw in Lustria, which I would be totally fine with. That's great. We need more diversity in Lustria. So playable demons, cool. And then Golgfag and Norska would be really interesting. It wouldn't be bad, it would just be interesting.
After gold. Glory.
Look at Brag's face. Brag the Gutsman just looks so he looks so happy. He looks so happy every time we've seen his face. Looks like that's the exotic meats. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, so these are Golgfag's man-eaters. Yeah, these guys are new. So you can see they've got like mutton chop. They've got beards. Looks like they're dual wielding. So they're dual wielding weapons. They've got capes. They've got much more armor than most of the man-eaters. We got the Thunder Tusk here. Oh, look, you can see the pigback Noblar. Yeah, what? If you look at the back, you can see the pigback Noblars are jousting. Hold on. Let me go back. If you watch right in front of the Thunder Tusk, you'll see the pigback Noblars are jousting, and one of them gets knocked over. It's so funny. Okay, we got Brag here with his big old weapon. This is the Paymaster. Okay. Oh, he's got a lookout Noblar. Look, he's got a little lookout Noblar in his back. He's got chests of gold. Looks like he's dual wielding weapons, which we see him fight here in a second. Yeah, so he's got like a big flail in his hand, and then he's got a sword. Oh my good god. Hold on. Look! Oh, there he is! It's the Eshin Maneater. Okay, so we got the Eshin Maneater right here, who, for those that don't know, he's a regiment of renown, but he's a single entity. What's he doing? Dude, I fucking love ogres. Look, he's doing like the kid at the mall ninja kid. He's like spinning his blade around, then he smacks himself in the face with it. Watch. Pop. He's like, ow, my face. I love that so much. Whack. Oh, okay. I'm very happy to see him. I'm glad he's a fucking goofball. Apparently he's supposed to be really scary, but that's hysterical. Okay, so we got Golgfag's Man-Eaters, the Thunder Tusk, the Pigback Noblars, the Yetis, Brag, Paymaster, Golgfag. So the only thing we haven't seen in this trailer from the ogres is like the Blood Vultures. More Pigback Noblars just running by the front of the screen. Hilarious. I like Golgfag's little kill animation. Oh, the Colossal Squig! So he bursts through the gate, and then he just vomits. Ugh. Oh, look! You can see the Black Orcs with shields right here. So there's a couple of them. Wow, those shields are big. They are hefty. They are made of iron. Okay. That looks good. Oh, you can see the Savage Great Shaman right here too. Oh, that's cool. They did that mini. So this is a really old mini. Well, not like crazy. I think it's a 6th edition miniature of the Savage Orc Shaman, or just Orc Shaman. But he's mostly naked. But he's got like a big bone staff, and he's got like a little skull wand, a big bone staff, and he's also wearing a skull on his head. So he's got like a lot of little skull stuff, but he looks really good. He looks awesome. Great. So we've got our Savage Orc Great Shaman here, and he looks very different from what we have. And then we've got our Black Orcs with shields, and they look awesome. I mean, I don't know what else to add. They look great. I'm excited to get a better look at them in game, because apparently they have relatively new assets. So it's like, it's not just the shield. I think they have like new helmets, and they also have like something else. So they're quite a bit different looking than the regular Black Orcs. I still can't believe they just fucking murked Alberic like that. Is that a regular corn guy, or is that a... That might be the Blood Speaker back here? Nope. I can't tell if that's like a Marauder or if that's the Blood Speaker Lord, because he looks a little different from what I've seen, but I can't tell. Picking his teeth with a sword. Okay, there we got the Blood Vultures. So we got Blood Vultures, Yetis, and Golfex just chowing down on mammoths. Awesome. All right, great. Excellent, super awesome, cool, great, awesome. There's Narla. Oh, and there's Kultiran. Okay, as you can see, yeah, Kultiran's back there, and Narla's right here. Kultiran, you can see, is like a golden, looks like he's golden in color. Yeah, this looks awesome. This looks super duper awesome. Like, it's not my favorite trailer, just because of kind of like the way it's presented. I think the Thrones of Decay trailer was my favorite, but it did show off like a lot of units. It showed off, like, we got to see every single character, well, every legendary character. I completely missed Arbol and Scar Bloodwrath on my first watch through with y'all earlier. So, but yeah, I think this is pretty good. Very exciting. So I would love to hear what y'all think down below. Because they're doing this thing where you can like buy it as a bundle, or you can buy individual ones, so you just get the ones you want. I believe that means, because of the way Steam works, you cannot pre-order these ones. So like it's not possible to pre-order them. You can only buy them the day of or after. But I definitely will make sure to speak with my folks over at like Fanatical to make sure we can get you guys the best deal possible, and you can help support the channel if you'd like, but that won't be possible till the day of. But please let me know what y'all think down below about the trailer. How'd you like it, especially compared to the other trailers? I'd be curious to get your feedback on like it versus the other trailers. And then let me know what's the stuff you're the most excited about, and if there's anything that you're disappointed about. Like, is there, now that we know all of the units, is there a unit you were hoping to see that didn't make the cut? Or are you like really excited about something? Like, are you super excited to see the Mangler Squigs? Or maybe the Corn Blood Beasts, or any of that other stuff? Do let me know. I appreciate you all watching, and I will be live streaming here later today just to kind of like chat about all this among some other stuff. But I'm going to make sure to give everyone some time to like watch this video. So with that, please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.